Hey, this is another attempt at Uber Ups from you, and the first thing we got to worry about is, what is it? Supply racks orbital. Do you get orbital quick enough? At 15, at 15, get it. Yep, you do. And you got this racks late. You want 12, 14, 15. And instead you got 12, 15, 16, or 12, 15, 15. So this second racks is a little bit late, but that doesn't really matter. It's it's worth mentioning, but it's not worth caring about. Next, we're gonna worry about 5 Marines, then a bunker and a command center. Right, you've got your 5 Marines. I want to see at this point you checking whether he has an expo and attacking if he does. Did you check if he has an expo? You saw that he has no expo, and so you're not attacking, and that's good. Hopefully you saw that he doesn't have an expo and then decided not to attack, rather than you just decided not to attack and got lucky. Next thing is getting a quick enough command center and staying on benchmark with SCVs. You did great on SCVs. You got a quick command center. It's good times. I'd like to see some workers on auto repair in a control group, so that if he attacks this front, you'll be able to quickly lift this up and bring your workers over. This is why I usually transfer 6 or so workers before the command center is even done building, because you need to have them there in case they need to repair. So this is great, doing good. Next thing, you got double gas in time, and you didn't put enough workers on this one. Next thing is building the double engineering bays. Ooh, and we're going to cut off right there. So you should have had the double engineering bays by now, but it's probably a good thing that you didn't, because all of a sudden he shows up with 8 roaches. Now the 7 roach push is a very common push, but a good Zerg player is going to hit you with it at 6 minutes. So the fact that he's hitting you with 8 roaches at 8 minutes just means he's a bad player. You should be able to handle this so easily it's not even funny, because you should have been able to handle this at 6 minutes. So like I said, you need some guys in a control group, so that as soon as the second you see blue on your minimap, you pull them to auto repair. And it's fine that you missed the first bunker. That's why you have multiple bunkers. It's okay. So are these guys on auto repair? Some of them are, some of them aren't. You want all of them on auto repair. So now, don't load those guys into the bunkers. Marines are better than roaches. He has 8 roaches. That means as long as you have 16 or more Marines, you can kill 8 roaches, and you have 18 Marines, so you have enough Marines to kill the roaches. Just go in there and kill them. You don't need to worry about it. There's no special anything that needs to happen for these roaches to die. You see down here, all of your Marines should always be in a control group, and bunkers should never be fully loaded until he attacks. And then you can choose whether to hop in the bunker or not. So you can always just glance down here and say, how many Marines do I have? And there's going to be a number right here that says exactly how many Marines you have. So if you count his roaches and look at that number, if that number is more than double the number of roaches he has, you don't need bunkers to win. You can just go kill him. You've queued up a lot of Marines. This is something that happens. You get a bunch of adrenaline, and so you queue. And it's fine. It's fine to queue when you have a bunch of adrenaline. You just got to remember, after you had a bunch of adrenaline, come back. Things are calm now. Check. Did you over queue? Whoops. Cancel them. Cancel 7 of those. So now you're throwing down the double engineering bay and getting double racks. I'd like to see you get a factory. Your gas has gotten really high because of the roach delayed your upgrades and delayed your everything. So you're not going to need more gas anytime soon because it's so high. I'd even like to see a tech lab go down, and a factory for sure. So now you know he's getting roach. You need at least 1 marauder with concussive shells to hold off roaches. Because if he gets a burrow and roach speed and comes back with burrow and roach speed, and you don't have at least 1 marauder with concussive shells, he can just burrow the low health roaches and then stand up and walk away, without losing anything, and he'll kill a couple Marines and you won't lose anything. So Marines are great against roaches, but you do need marauders. You don't need a lot of marauders, you need 1 marauder, maybe 2 marauders, maybe 5 marauders, but not a lot. You're getting some mule energy pretty high, your income is doing great, 60 workers is max saturation on 2 bases. Like I said before, 13 minutes is when you want to throw down that 3rd command center. And also, at 13 minutes, you basically want to say, hey, if I'm going to be attacking by 15 minutes, I need my entire production infrastructure you need your entire production infrastructure before you move out, because suicidal aggression means attacking with your next wave, and if your next wave isn't large enough to attack with, then what's the point? So make sure you got 7 racks and 2 starports. Is that what you have? 5 racks and 2 starports is good enough, but I'd like to see 7. You're starting 2-2. As soon as 2-2 is done, you want to attack. Get some reactor cores on these bad boys and start kicking some butt on the medevac production front. This command center is perfect. Even though I said 13 minutes, 14 is perfectly acceptable. I like it. You're doing good things here, good things. Ooh, so he comes back with a bunch more roaches. Again, if you had a control group with SCVs on it, you can pull them and they're already set to auto repair, and they'd come up here and repair this, and it's good times. This is kind of bad. I guess what you want is all these guys in the back that can't reach the roaches, that are just running around being useless, you want them over here. You want to have a bigger arc than him. That's pretty much true of any ranged unit versus ranged unit battle. The guy with the bigger arc is doing good things. So you pushed him away and you're like, I don't care about your stupid roaches. So actually what you should be thinking is, good, he's spending his gas on roaches. This is great. Upgraded Marines just dominate the piss out of roaches as long as you have a bigger income than him. And look at his income compared to yours. It is amazingly higher. Your income is so much higher than his, it's not even funny. So it's 15 minutes. This stuff is almost done. You should really be preparing. You should the checklist. Before I attack, I want my gas to be at 0, 2-2 to be done, stim, combat shields, concussive shells to be done, and my minerals to be at 0, and 7 racks to be built, 2 starports to be built, and my 3rd command center ready to go plop down somewhere. So of that list of things I said you want to happen, you are missing, you don't have 7 racks. 2-2 isn't quite done yet. Your gas is way too high. Your minerals is quite high. So you're not ready to attack. So you got to say, oh no, I really wanted to attack at 15 minutes. This is very bad. I really got to focus all my attention on getting all these things low. So queue up, 12 medevacs to use up all your gas. And then when the 12th medevac spawns, go. You really got to make sure that all the money you mined is used before you attack, because what's the point in mining all that money if you're not going to use it on your troops? And this is the problem. The longer you delay your attack, the longer you delay your third. And if you have 72 workers and no third, that's 12 idle workers.
Ready for daft.
So now, see, look at this. This is great. Now you've spent all your money, and it's time to go. I kind of dislike that you started 3-3, but I'll get over it. You had so much gas that was really the only way you were going to be able to spend it. So now it's just time to set your medevacs to auto-follow the Marines and take all your Marines in a move. You want all your Marines to be in a control group. You want these Marines to come too. You never want to leave Marines in bunkers and keep your rally point set to your base. This is a bunch of stuff that's just not being used. You want to rally to